Welcome back, everybody. Mark here again with Exotic Car Play Place. Thanks for coming around. I'm going to talk to you today about how to afford a Lamborghini Gallardo. You too can actually afford a Lamborghini even if you think maybe you couldn't. And I'm going to explain to you why that is. Let's check it out. Welcome back, everybody. Today I want to talk to you guys out there that maybe have always dreamed about buying a Lamborghini. Now, yes, this isn't the Aventador and this isn't the $2 million hypercar like the Sesto Elemento, but what this is a Lamborghini nonetheless. Lamborghini Gallardo. And for a long time, I was probably like a lot of you guys out there that maybe have never thought that I could afford a car like this. And so what today's video is really to discuss about how much Lamborghini can you really afford. Can you afford it? And I'm going to explain how you can afford it and kind of the different way to look at it. Now, the way I see this, can you afford a Lamborghini? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. Well, part of that comes with, what does the term afford really mean? Is it that I can afford it right here and then now can I spit out $100,000 and then buy that car? Can I afford to do that? Well, nowadays, a lot of people don't have that flexibility. Some people borrow money, some people have all that cash saved up, and some people just believe that there's other creative ways to accumulate money enough to buy a car like this. Now, let's start with this, for example. Can you afford this? Well, we're talking about this car here is probably worth a little more than $100,000 US funds, of course. But more to the point, if you figure out and do the quick calculation, how much is a $100,000 Lamborghini actually worth? Or how much does it actually cost on a monthly basis? Well, let's assume you borrow this on a zero interest rate, which is almost unheard of. But let's assume that, and because I'm not going to include an interest rates are so variable across the country, across the globe, and all that kind of whatnot. That is a variable you'll have to incorporate in this calculation. Let's just talk about the dollars itself. $100,000 car, borrowed over 7 years, your monthly payment is $1,200 per month to buy this car. So we're not going to also include the maintenance costs. I had another video where I really discussed the overall monthly cost of a Lamborghini Gallardo, but today is not that discussion. Today is the bigger picture. It's the discussion about, can you really even afford the car in general from beginning to end? Not so much the monthly, because I already walked you guys through that on a monthly basis, what it costs to buy a car like this on a monthly basis. And of course, we discussed everything from insurance to repairs and maintenance and all that. I incorporated all that in that other video, which I will share the link at the very end of the video. If you stick around, you'll find out. But this one really is more of a philosophical question. And the question is, can I afford a $100,000 Lambo? Can I afford a $200,000 Lambo? 200 grand gets you a car like a late model Superleggera. It might get you into, maybe get close to getting you even a Huracan 580-2. But let's say Gallardo, for example, it'll definitely get you into a reasonably nice Superleggera Gallardo for $200,000. So you would take what I just said is $1,200 for a $100,000 car and double that up, you're now at $2,400 for a $200,000 car. So for argument's sake, we're just going to talk about the $100,000 Lambo like this one. And believe me, this one gets much fanfare as you would get with a $200,000 Lamborghini. And as a matter of fact, in some circles, I've met people that like these look better even than the Huracan, and that's totally subjective. So I'm not here to debate the styling or the looks or the performance, but some do actually, in fact, like these cars better. That's all well and good. All I'm saying is, for $100,000, you can get a Lamborghini that attracts a lot of attention, gives you a lot of the sensation, it's high performance, it's fast as hell, and they're a lot of fun to drive. So $100,000. So can you afford that? Well, can you afford $1,200 plus? Of course, that's the question. We're not going to talk about repairs. When we incorporate these discussions, you must understand you have to consider repair and breakdown and maintenance costs. Of course you have to. But to give yourself the best chance at affording this car, get into a car that you've done all your inspections, you have no concerns about the clutch being worn out or the brakes or the tires are shot. Make sure cosmetically it's good and there's no issues with the body or structure, that it hasn't been in an accident. Those are given. You want to make sure you cover that. But when you buy a car like this, today you buy it for $100,000, and I don't know if you've been looking at the market lately, but $100,000 today, in 5 years from now, you'll still get $100,000 or more, even possibly by that time, for this car. They sort of hit rock bottom, these cars, okay? If you were to tell me I want to go buy out a brand new Huracan, of course you know you're going to lose money. But that's not what we're talking about here. Do you want to spend $300,000? You can do that, of course, but you don't need to. If you want to enjoy a supercar and get the whole experience, you can do it for $100,000. The cost for not much more than a big jacked up pickup truck with a fancy stereo and big tires on it. For the same kind of money as this. Now, whatever floats your boat, I know there's a lot of options and people like different things. But what I'm saying is, you can get into this car today, make your monthly payments, and if you're clever enough, you wind up with some decent interest rates. By the end of a 7-year term, even with the interest rates incorporated, you can walk out, sell the car, and you've owned it for not much more than the interest rates that you've paid over that 7 years' time. And that may only be $10,000, $20,000 in the course of 7 years. So what does that sound like? That sounds to me like a heck of a purchase, because if you go back to the thought of, what is $20,000? What does $40,000 even buy you today? You go to the store right now and you go buy yourself a brand new Honda Accord. Sure, it's a great car, but it's a Honda Accord. It's not a Lamborghini. And so that $40,000 is going to get you a car that's pretty pedestrian. Now, in about a 7-year span, that $40,000 Honda is going to go down to about $15,000. You've lost $25,000 on that car in that same 7-year span. So if you were to say, I'm willing to give up $20,000, maybe $30,000 on interest rate, if I'm willing to accept that as ownership cost, then you're so much further ahead and willing and potentially able to buy a supercar. And let me tell you, in the time that I've owned this car, which has been about 4 years, and it hasn't been totally exempt from repairs. I've done some maintenance on it. Now, knock on wood, I haven't had a whole lot of big repairs yet. I do anticipate some stuff that's typical for these cars. But I would say, overall, 4 years has treated me very well. I've done some maintenance. I've done some upgrades. I've done the exhaust and some things like that. And there's things you can do too for relatively small dollars. But in a 7-year span, you can get in this car and back out of this car for $20,000. Again, 15, 20, 25 grand, depending on what your interest rates are like where you live. You can get in and out of this thing in a 7-year span of only costing you $20,000 to $30,000 in total, which coincidentally is just the cost of buying a new car of any type. Go buy a Chev Malibu. Poof, you buy that for 40 grand. 7 years time, that car's worth $8,000. So now this becomes a lot more palatable, doesn't it? I must tell you guys, I've never ever regretted a moment of driving this car. Why? Not because I like to seek attention. That's not what this is about. As a matter of fact, with tinted windows, if anything, you're trying to sometimes lie low. You don't always want the attention. But I'll tell you, when you want it, you can get it. When you've got friends that are going out for a drive, you talk about a whip that's one of the sexiest cars going. No one's going to get you outbeat with this thing as far as the look, the appeal. You hit the road in a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, you're styling. There's no question about it. So you can get into a supercar like this for cheap dollars. Like I said, as long as you can afford those monthly payments, and if you can swallow 20 to 40K after a 7-year period, you can sell it, flip it, and you'll have an experience that you can take with you for life. You can share it with your friends, your parents, your relatives, your kids, and everybody else along the way. You'll have pictures and you'll have videos, and you'll have so many great experiences that you could only dream about For years, you probably dream, oh, you know, what if? Here's the thing. Do you want to basically trug along life and then have regrets? Or is this something that's maybe always been on your bucket list? Well, I'm here to tell you that this is a very easy possibility for a lot of people who are earning or even a moderate income. It's no longer a car that has to be only afforded by the ultra rich. Yes, if you want to get into a Sesto Elemento, you want to get in an Aventador, that is the next level. There's no question about it. But if you want to get into a Gallardo like this, you'll still command almost as much attention. You'll still carry the badge, get the sounds, get the driving experience, and walk away from it that much better and happy to say that you did. Now, the only thing I would say regarding this whole situation, never put yourself in a position where you're living in the car and that is every last penny that you earn is what's going into a payment for this. You don't want to be in that situation. Of course, that's probably a really bad place to be. You'll get to a point where you resent the car, you'll regret your moves, and you'll hate everything and everybody in your path. Don't put yourself in that position. All I'm here to state is if you can afford that $1,200 plus interest, and chances are, like, I'm not even going to incorporate insurance rates and all that kind of stuff because chances are you're driving a car anyway. So let's not even include that here today. Again, I've done that in a previous video, and again, it's at the end of this video. The biggest thing here, we're just talking about, can you buy this car, own it, walk away from it after 7 years, and be happy that you did that? Yes, the answer is yes, you can. And that's how you can do it. You get in, you do some smart shopping, you make sure the car is a very solid car with low miles, because it's going to be hard to sell a car with high miles after 7 years. A Lamborghini with high miles is undesirable in a lot of the markets. You want to make sure that you get a clean car, not smashed, it's got low mileage, and it happens to have some of the right colors and the maintenance and service history behind it. That's all you got to look out for, and the rest will take care of itself. So everybody, Mark here again. I just want to highlight this. Can you afford a Lamborghini? And in short, if you've got even a moderate income that can support even, the $1,200 plus interest rate, yeah, in short, you probably can. You're probably a lot closer to affording a car like this than you ever thought you were. As a matter of fact, even before I bought this car, years before, I drove 911s that were, $20,000, $30,000. I had a 930 that before I bought this, I sold it. It was worth $40,000. I've always liked these kind of cars, but I've never felt that, hey, I was in the market and ready and able to buy one like this. But lo and behold, life happens, and now I'm ready to buy a Lamborghini, and I could actually afford it. And you can too. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you give it a like, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe below, and don't forget those notifications as well. That's going to let you know that there's many more videos to follow. Of course, I've got this wonderful Lamborghini. Of course, I've got the awesome M5 right here next to me. I love cars. I'm a true enthusiast. And if you want to hear it right from a guy who's got a lot of experience, who enjoys these cars, and I'm willing to share with you guys, if you watch all my comments, my videos, I try to reply to almost every one of you guys out there. Just about every response. If it's reasonable, guys, I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to talk to you guys, and I love engaging with you guys, my audience. It's just, this is what makes this whole experience so worthwhile for me. So I just want to make sure you guys know that you're following a guy, you're interacting with a channel and a true car guy that is as much into the cars as he is in his audience. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.